What's going on, everybody? Got a video for you, and I got a new background. It's just a piece of foam board. Nothing fancy, but maybe it'll look better with the videos, and we'll see how I like it. So, thought I would do a 2022 state of the collection, whatever you want to call it. What's still in my collection as of right now. And things have changed. If you watch this video, you can watch my 2021 version, and you'll see things come and go. It's not that knives are necessarily bad. Preferences change over time, and so that's it. So let me get started with kind of what I consider my more sentimental side. These are knives that have different meanings to me. Still in the collection, the Spyderco Centavonte 3. This guy right here with the little palladium Spyderco piece. It's kind of cool. This was the knife I carried for my wedding. And I have also carried this for both children's births. So this is kind of like every time a child is born, grab the Centavonte and out the door you go. So yeah, this is kind of a sentimental piece to me. Like it's been around forever. So let me see how I'm gonna do this here. Maybe like that. We'll see if they all fit. Number 2, you guys have seen this one. This is the Delica with the alpaca wood finish, and I believe if I can get it to show up, there you go, Hap 40. This was a gift from my wife in 2019 for my birthday, and it came from one of my favorite gear reviewing YouTubers, and my wife surprised me by kind of striking a deal with him, and so that was kind of unbelievable. So this is like, out of all of my knives, this would be the last one to ever be sold, just simply because it's the most special. So it actually ranks above that one, I believe. So yes, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Doesn't get carried as often, but there are times when I feel like carrying it, and so it goes with me. So there you go. That's number 2. You see in a theme here, Spyderco. Number 3, plain Jane oldie, actually, Delica VG10. This is before they did the full flat ground, so like it's old, and it's like dirty. You can see it like collects dirt in this like pattern here. It's nothing special. I've actually worn the clip off of this. This is actually the knife that got me to carry knives. I never carried knives. I hated to carry knives, and it was mostly because I never could do the thumb stud thing. Like people could flick it open, and I couldn't do that. And so I got a hold of this, and I was like, I can do that. So yeah, that's cool. So this actually has probably seen the most pocket time. So yeah, basic Delica. Line him up here. Next on the list is this guy, the mini Griptilian with the sheep's foot blade and the Spidey hole. Absolutely love it. This is my most fidget friendly knife. This axis lock is just amazing on this knife. Like, it's just so much fun to do that. This was a gift last Christmas from my wife. So she picked out a knife all on her own. I think she watched some YouTubers that I like, Frankie and Bird and some other people, I think, and kind of was like, oh yeah, this is perfect. And so she picked this up for me. I do hope to do one day, I keep saying I'm going to do this, get some different scales for this, some custom scales. And I did get the deep carry clip from Benchmade, so $10 straight from them. And but yeah, I love this. This is a great little knife. Oh boy, I'm only gonna fit that there. All right, next up, Seneca. I don't even know the name of this guy. Sorry, but it's a Seneca. And what my wife ended up doing, I knew she was buying me a knife. She told me the process. She was gonna pick one herself. And she gave me my box for Christmas, and I opened it, and it was this. And I was like, oh, okay, Zen cut. And I didn't really put 2 and 2 together. I wasn't thinking straight, but I was like, okay, yeah. And then she said, this is the knife you're going to use to open your real knife present. So she kind of tricked me with this guy. And I actually got both of these together. So yeah, that is where that one came from. Again, all of these kind of have a sentimental meaning, and will be in my collection a while. So next on the list, I've got the Stormtrooper, the mini Benchmade bug out in black and white. Super cool. This is kind of like, this is the knife that, like, if you can't carry a knife because, like, they're too heavy for the situation I don't know, if you need the lightest, most, carryable knife, then this is pretty much my option, because it's deep carry, it weighs nothing. Obviously, those who've taken this apart know there's like nothing but this polymer here. So super fun, and I love the Stormtrooper. That's just really cool. But so there you go, mini bug out. All right, next up, I haven't done this, I haven't put this on camera. This is a customized Banter. Look at that. This, it's hard to tell on camera. This is not black. So I bought the Banter Blue version of the Banter. Fell in love with this knife. This is like, this is just an amazing knife. This is everything you could ever want in a knife. It's gorgeous, smooth. I love the blade, deep carry clip, recessed into the scales. I mean, this is almost knife perfection. And I didn't think so when I first saw these, but it is. Anyway, I kind of got tired of the blue. It's a little bit too blue for me. And so I got some Rit dye, and I got the Rit dye, I think it was like Midnight Navy or something like that. It's like the next step away from black almost. It was like the darkest blue. And I did these with the help of an Instagram buddy of mine. He gave me all the pointers and tips, and so I did it, and I think it turned out really well. I mean, it really comes across as a black, but it's just shy of black. So much better. I like it a lot. It goes well with this. The black one that you can buy comes with a black blade, and I just love this like satin finish blade. So I like this a lot better. But that's definitely a pocketed knife there. So next, let's do one of my Grail knives, a small Sebenza 31. This is one of those that was always on my list because I believe it is just kind of that like pinnacle of knife perfection. It's been made for like ever, and it's really not been changed because it's just perfect. And so I had this on my list for a long time, never got one, finally ended up getting this guy, and I love it. This is a great knife. This is definitely one of those in the collection that's a keeper. Just a beautiful, beautiful knife. So small Sebenza 31. Let's see, which one do I want to do next? Let's go ahead and we'll just keep going down the order here. This is my latest acquisition, actually. Got it this week, I believe. And this is the Medford Knives Gentleman Jack. Did some trading and got this. Absolutely love it. It's a gorgeous knife. It's kind of covers that that classic slip joint position for me. My wife hates my Victorinox Cadet in my other Victorinox and my other Victorinox, and I'm now down to one, and I'm probably going to sell that one because my wife hates them for some reason. And so this kind of fills that slip joint roll gentleman carry. It's really, really a nice looking knife. I like the polished bolster area here, and I really like this this writing right there. That's just a nice touch. Anyway, so picked up this guy recently. Let's see if we can squeeze him in here. Yeah, we can. There we go. All right, next up, let's do this guy. This is my Medford Praetorian Slim. This is the thin Praetorian. Anybody can carry this and super pocket friendly. I like this one a lot. I did end up getting rid of my Praetorian, the micro. Actually, I did a trade for that guy. This sees more pocket time. It's kind of that, it's one of the larger knives. If I want a full-size knife, quote unquote, full size, it's a little knife for some people. But for me, this is a full size, like if it sticks out past your pinky, then to me that's a full size knife for me. So it kind of fills that role. I got this one new, so I've owned this one the whole time, and I like it. Hasn't gotten to where I've decided to sell this one, so still in the collection. Just really pretty. It'd be nice to maybe anodize this someday, but otherwise, there you go. Let's what is it? Nope. Well, okay, let's just put him right there. All right, last one. Another new acquisition about 3 weeks ago. Went to a knife store. This honestly was not on my radar. I was actually in the market for a titanium frame lock flipper, a thin titanium frame lock flipper, because I don't really have one anymore. I got rid of all my flipper knives except for this guy, and I'm kind of like, I'd really like to have one back. So I was thinking about it, and I had always seen this. One of the YouTubers that I like, Peter McKinnon, and other people, Gideon's Tactical, had just done a video on the full size, and he's like, I don't like the little one. I like the big one because it fits me better, basically. And so I was kind of interested in handling this, and we went to a knife store, and they had this sitting there, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna hold it, like, I want to see what this thing's actually like. So picked it up, put it in my hands. I opened it, and I did. Wow, that was terrible. It's hard to do on camera. There we go. Did the action, and I was just like, wow. Like, this is a tank of a knife. I mean, this thing is, for me, the mini is everything that the full size is for most people. Like, this is the perfect version for me. Like, I love a solid, robust, smaller knife. This is sort of that way, but this just kind of fills that role for me. My micro Praetorian was kind of that for me at the time. It was kind of my heavy duty, solid, small knife, and when I got this, I was kind of like, I really don't need that anymore. And that was like, brand new. There's like $600. This was like $200. I'm like, this totally scratches that itch for me. I can't do this on camera. Sorry, guys. And this is still being broken in. But this is amazing. I love this thing. I didn't really expect to, put it in hand and be like, wow. Yeah, that I need to walk out of here with that. So this is a great knife. I really like it. It's very smooth, fun to do the axis lock, nice thick blade, deep carry pocket clip. This thing carries very well. I'm very surprised at how well I can carry this. Even around the house in, pants without a belt that, shouldn't really be carrying big knives in. This is great. It works fine. It's obviously not this, but anyway, so this is a recent acquisition. Let's put that guy here. So this is currently what I would consider my collection. Like going into 2022, if you asked me, take a picture of your collection, this is what you would see. And I do have some honorable mentions that are probably being sold here hopefully soon. I need to post them. This guy, Spyderco Dragonfly, doesn't see a lot of pocket time, and I'm really trying to shrink. I don't want to be one of those people that has like 800 knives, Frankie Bird. And I can't carry that many, and so I don't need to have them if it's not really something I'm gonna enjoy carrying or want to carry. And like I said, this just kind of fell out of my desirable carry category, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's a fantastic knife. I love this leaf-shaped blade. But so yeah, I will hopefully be posting this somewhere to sell it. So I'm not putting that in this collection. The next one that is going is this guy, the Kizer Mini Sheepdog. My wife and I really like the Sheepdog, but I just don't carry it. And it's blue. It's actually not, this is actually not as blue as this was. So I writ dyed this, and I thought about writ dyeing this, so I would like it a little more, but then I was like, I'm just not carrying it anyway, so why go through the hassle of doing a writ dye job on it and then selling it? Just sell it as is, and somebody else can do that. So, fun little knife, but this one's going to be hopefully sold as well. If anybody's interested, let me know. But next up, the Leatherman Squirt PS4. I bought this because of the pliers. It was like, throw it in my pocket, carry, because you have little pliers. And I have a bag EDC that has a Leatherman in it, and so I just really don't find myself carrying this anymore. So it's a great little tool, very, very stout for its size, but it's not something, I have these, and if I want to carry something, I'm going to carry one of these. So this is also being sold, hopefully. I also have a Victorinox and Alox that's not near where I can grab it. So anyway, this is the collection. Hope you guys enjoy. These are very sentimental to me, along with this guy. And then these are kind of the other side of it. I have a lot of Spydercos, obviously. And surprisingly, I really didn't know I was going to do this, but I've got 3 Spydercos left in my collection. And I've got 3 Benchmades. I didn't know I was going to be one of those butterfly people, but I like them. So there you go. If you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully I can do some more detailed videos on some of these, but that's my collection, guys. Thank you and enjoy.